September 21st, 2013, in Kenya, Nairobi, 4 gunmen using the pedestrian entrance to the mall, they came to the mall and they started throwing grenades to surprise people. And as the grenades started going off, people were completely disoriented as to what was happening. So most people who are not really trained in this type of to react to this kind of situation, they started running towards the entrance because they says, my goodness, we have to get out. Something is happening in this mall. But what they did not see is the fact that as you're trying to get out, these people are now waiting for you by the entrance, trying just to shoot at anyone coming, trying to come out, because their goal was to provoke this panic within the mall for people to want to actually come out. And so as they're coming out, they started shooting. And as they're shooting, of course, people who are inside now realize that the threat is outside, so we have to stay inside and start finding ways to hide within the mall. And as others started hiding, and the gunmen got into the mall, and more gunmen got into the mall, then that was the beginning of the ordeal, which lasted about 4 days. So from September 21st all the way to September 25th, these gunmen were basically going around the mall shooting at will. Why? Because of course, when the military, the police and the security people came outside, number one, they realized that we can go inside because we don't have night vision. That's number one. Number two, we don't have a very clear plan of the mall, so we don't know exactly where to go. And to make matter even worse, it was basically miscommunication after miscommunication, and crucially, the fact that they were all using different devices on different frequencies, so which meant that the police could not talk to the military could not talk to the security guards, and so on and so forth. So basically it was pandemonium outside, where the gunmen were still basically free to go around and shoot at will within the mall. Eventually 4 days later, they managed to take over the situation and take control of the situation and stop the rampage. But by the time it was actually stopped, the casualties were pretty high. In terms of people who were basically wounded, I believe it was close to 168, and people who are basically now who fell to this gunshot, about 75 people. So more than 50 people had passed away because of that. But in the aftermath of this situation, one key question that was actually posed was the following: how could possibly 4 men come into the mall and for 4 days have enough munition to be shooting at will? That's completely impossible. How does that make sense? It does not make sense. So it was only after they started doing investigation that they realized that the gunman had basically started this thing a long time ago. So what they did is they started basically, first of all, renting a booth within the mall. And number two, they started bringing things into the mall that basically were boxes containing munitions and more guns and weapons to actually use to carry out the attacks. And of course, the biggest question on the table became now, how did this happen without any security people being able to witness that yes, something was off? How did this happen without even the management of the mall being able to see that yes, to have the intelligence to see that yes, something was off about the traffic that these people were actually trying to cause from outside to the mall? So to see that yes, what they bring looks completely suspicious. How did this happen? Simply why? Because someone was not paying attention. They were seeing, but everybody was seeing exactly the same thing as everybody else.